All right, this is how I feel about it, man. Personally, you guys know how I feel about the rapping lonely. I've already said that many times throughout the video, and which lonely I prefer. The album's just too long. I think that's kind of just the way to summarize it. The album is just too long. I think there was enough strong tracks on this album to literally have it at, you know, even 14 would have been dope because there's a couple tracks where I didn't like, I was very indifferent about it, and that's the tracks that you guys actually loved. And so I think that it would have been a cool mix right there, just having 13 instead of having 26. Again, I don't know the financial side of streaming and where it goes. That's not my expertise. But if the money is worth it, I mean, again, I look at it long term, man. Like I feel like for Lone to have kind of the buzz that he has now, being behind Cardi, like you should learn from Cardi. I mean, if that's one thing Cardi should have taught you is literally just be like, yo, I don't know what his contract is. What it's just like, yo, you just be mysterious. You want to be a fashion demon, fashion killer, like all that, and you want to move, as a weird kid and have this kind of like aura around you. Fine, then do the whole thing. Roddy, man, thanks for the Twitch Prime, bro. 2 more subs for the daily goal, guys. Thank you, guys. We got to hit this daily goal. We're gonna knock this motherfucking water down, and we're gonna get that motherfucking goal. All right. But I just think that like when if you just bring the total package, man, I think that will go far for you, man. Like there's not a lot of people nowadays, especially in the music industry, that's just kind of that has that presence, like that. And I think you could probably be the one first. But again, if you're gonna keep dropping, like I'm gonna tell you right now, if you keep dropping. There's only so many bad albums Yeet can drop before everybody's kind of just like, all right, this shit is just trash, bro. Like, it's just kind of getting to the point now where Slap Jim, man, thanks for the T1 sub. It's just kind of getting to the point now where it's like, yo, like, Yeet, you got to chill, because nothing lasts forever. Even if you're Drake, they boo you at festivals, even if you're Drake. So, that's just what I think about it, man. I just think that he should have cut it down. I added about 7 tracks on this album. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I got 10 tracks on my playlist from this album. So 10 out of 26. It's not too bad. And I'm probably gonna remove maybe 3 tracks as I go out and listen to it again because I always double listen. But like right now, there's 10 tracks on my playlist, and I think that I got 16 out of 26 first listen. I think, yeah, I got 10 out of 26. And again, there's no such thing as a bad album. If an artist is giving you, playlists and songs that you appreciate and enjoy, then it's really not an L at the end of the day. You took what you took from the album and you kept it moving. All right. The only time it's really bad is when the album has literally nothing that everybody kind of comes together and be like, yo, this shit is just all trash. Nothing that you really like. So I just think that like Destroy Lonely, man, he has great potential. He's still going to do his thing. He's behind Cardi. And I just think that if, moving forward, he just doesn't need to do this again, man. Like he has, enough production. He can switch it up. He could do like 4 rock tracks, 4 fucking rap tracks, 4 of those kind of like experimental tracks. Keep it like that and just keep it moving, man. He doesn't really need to do all this shit. And there's been like flashes in the album where he has, different styles. Like Safety Interlude is one of those tracks where it's kind of dope. And I believe Make Some Work was the other one that was. Yeah, Make Some Work was also. I know Worth It was. Like, it's crazy because, like, the thing is, too, like, if you literally play the tracks, I always say this, play the tracks for 10 seconds. That's how I know an album, if you want to know how similar the album sounds. Play a track for 10 seconds, literally fast forward. You fast forward, like, not fast forward, but press next. 10 seconds, next. 10 seconds, next. 10 seconds, next. 10 seconds, next. It will literally show you how similar every other track sounds when you play it like that. Obviously, it's a first listen, so I'm going to listen to every track straight through. But yeah, man, it literally gets really repetitive too, and I think that's a real thing, man. People get tired, of listening to a full 26 track album. It's a full what? I think it was an hour 20. I believe the album was hour 20, hour 23. So that's a long ass album, man. That's basically about as long as a movie. So it's also cool that he had no features. But at the same time, though, I think features are very necessary when you have an album because it gives it a little shake up. I think a lot of people just, take features for granted. I remember a lot of people shit on Travis Scott for having so many features on his album, and when Travis Scott did that, a lot of people just said, man, this is just a feature album. This album's not really that good. The features are carrying it. So there is a point where you can get too saturated with features, but I think that some features would have been cool, like especially like a Cardi feature, a Ken Carson feature, obviously not a bonus, but actual feature fitting more to Destroy Lonely style, not Ken Carson style, because I feel like that was a track more catered to Ken Carson. And then having like other artists such as, like I'm trying to think who else he could have put on there, like that somebody, SSG Kobe or something. Like, I don't know, like one of those motherfuckers that's young and upcoming and just been cool. Get Travis Barker on the track, shit like get Trippy on the track or something like that, like shit, try Rage Hyperpop. I don't know, like just do something different, like I think 25 tracks of Lone is very unnecessary. I just think that's what it is. 25 tracks of Lone alone, no pun intended, is literally not necessary. And I think that's kind of what hurt him, at least for me, on this album. So yeah, that's just how I feel about it, man. Let me read some of the things that you guys are saying. Okay, we're not talking about that. I'm trying to see what you guys. So what do you guys say about the album though? Like what do you think about the album? Like what is y'all take on the album? Because that's where I'm kind of at right now with me. Like I think if you're gonna make an album that's themed out, it should have been shorter for sure. Also, that's another thing too I wanted to get at. Themed album. There was definitely a theme hearing it in the first 4 tracks. If Looks Could Kill, I love the If Looks Could Kill, the way he kind of is directed at fashion, kind of has this kind of like scary aura, very demonic evil thing going on. I think that's a crazy thing to do. And I think that trying to keep that theme going on for 26 tracks is literally just not it. As a Lone fan, a little bit disappointed. I'm not a Lone fan, so this is more of your expertise, or your listening taste. So if you're disappointed, then shit, imagine an average listener or just a new listener, how he would feel. I think this album is going to separate old heads from young heads. I don't know, man, because as an old head, I really enjoyed the rockish sounds of the album. I really love the kind of punkish vibe he gives off. I love it in some of the tracks, and then some of the tracks where he kind of goes into like the more aggressive rap. And there's a point, I'm trying to remember in the point of the album where it got really, really repetitive. It was from like track 6 all the way up to maybe after Chris Paul. Even after Chris Paul, there was a point where, and then someone even mentions it too. I forgot his name. Somebody mentioned it here. I'm giving his flowers though, but the album was very repetitive. It was just literally the same track. Chabino said it a couple times. Same like cadence, same flow. Like nothing really changed. Same BPM. And then from that point on, after Superstar, I believe, the track got a little bit different. And then he started trying new things, or started same flow, but just different beats. And I thought that's kind of where the album picked up. But there was a point in the time where we had straight filler, straight, Zongpak toes and, getting anime gifts and shit. Madara getting gifts and shit. Straight filler. It was straight filler. I swear to God. And I was kind of sitting here just like, yo, come on, man. Like, yo, like this, you can't have a long album and just like, that's why everybody's like, yo, you went to the album bad already. No, it's 26 tracks. Of course, it's going to happen. It's inevitable. And so that's why I think I add 11 songs to my playlist. He should have shortened it down to 14 or less. Yeah, I agree. Tracks 6, 10, 10 were not needed. I think that he should have done more songs like Safety Interlude. I definitely felt like there were some songs like Safety Interlude. When I did my first listen, you guys, that one song that I listened to alone on the first listen, that sounded like kind of like a pop song, that was pretty dope. Like it was very different from anything that I've heard from Lone. He was trying some like Cyndi Lauper kind of sounding shit. Like it was very, very different from and that's what kind of got me into like, okay, this Lone dude might be Destroy Lonely, might be actually that guy. Again, he's young too. He's gonna find himself. I'm not saying like, I'm trying to critique it too low, but like If Looks Could Kill was also such a strong single. I felt like If Looks Could Kill is such a strong single. It's dope. How You Feel, I felt like was a little spinoff of If Looks Could Kill. Fly Shit also dope as hell, man. There's a lot of, like I said, there's a lot of high points in the album, but there's just a lot of filler in the album that kind of just hurts it for me. If I had to give it a rating, because you always ask me about a rating, I would say first listen, man. I put a lot of tracks on my playlist, so I get a 7 out of 10. About a 7 out of 10. I'm not gonna lie. If it was shorter though, it'd definitely be higher. Like no lie, it'd definitely be in the 8s. like easily if it was shorter. Like if I can make my own shit, I take my 10 tracks that I had, I add 4 tracks other than y'all liked, it'd easily be 8. That'd be 8 for me. Remember, it's all just for me. Jeezy, follow me, y'all. It's crazy, bro. But that's how I feel, man. So let me know how you guys feel about it, man. In the comment box below. It may be on YouTube. I don't know. But if not, the full video is on Patreon, YouTube. But this is the review, reaction, all that good stuff. Follow me, social media here. Let me know how y'all feel about it, man. Let me know what y'all favorite tracks are. Let me know where y'all stand on Destroy Lonely. What do you think his potential is? Let me know your top 5 favorite tracks. Let me know your top 5 worst tracks. Also, let me know the rating you give the album. Again, ratings don't really matter. But to me, that's just kind of just like, give you a little. I think ratings are just overrated. They're not really any metric because I'm just Dev or any other reviewer. I just think that's kind of just the opinion I give. And then, yeah, so that's how I feel about it, man. Get in the comments below. Let me know what you think. Don't forget to follow me here. See you next time. It's your boy Dev. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Twitch, stick around. But YouTube gang, we are out. Peace.